Alright boys, so I'm making a little video. We're about to go on a road trip. We are headed to Austin, Texas to pick up an engine. I was looking around Facebook Marketplace last night and I found an engine that supposedly has 8 miles on it. Yes, that's right, 8 miles. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but we're gonna find out. From the pictures, it looks really clean, and I don't have any reason to doubt the guy. He builds race cars and stuff. He's got his own shop, so I'm inclined to believe him. He said that the person that bought the bike, they basically wrecked it on the way home from the dealership, so that's why the engine is so low on miles. So we've got our snacks, Jack's Links, jalapeno. These are the only ones that you should get. Delicious. And then Minute Maid blue raspberry. These two things right here will keep us charged up for the trip. So I'm in Houston. From Houston to Austin, it's about 3 hours, give or take, around 3 hours. So I should be able to get this done in one day. I got a pallet back here with some straps, and I'm about to get in the truck and burn off and head to Austin. So I've never done a travel vlog before. I don't know how much I'll be recording on the way, but I don't know, we'll see. So yeah, here we go. All right, we're on 2920. We're headed to 290. Then once I get on 290, that should take me all the way to Austin. I've never been to Austin. I've lived in Texas my whole life, but I've never actually been there, so this is pretty cool little road trip, you know. So yeah, super exciting, right? So there's your update. All right, bye. Oh, love you, bye. So this is Tomball. This is old Tomball that we're driving through right now. Pretty interesting. I used to come out here all the time when I was younger because I had friends that lived out here. But they got a bunch of old buildings out here. Pretty interesting. Nice little area. All right, guys, I got the engine. He gave me the airbox and the throttle bodies and the wiring harness with it. And let me tell you, this engine is brand new. When he was saying 8 miles on it, he was not playing around. So when I get back home, we'll take it off the truck and I'll let you see it. All right, I'll see y'all back in Houston. And we're back. We made it back to Houston in one piece, boys. Mission accomplished. I'm very excited to show you this new engine I got. So, as you know, I drove out to Austin and I met a guy named Frank. Really nice guy. He works at a company, I believe the name is Vengeance Customs. I'll put the name across the bottom of the screen. His name is Frank, and he's a really good guy. Shout out to you, Frank. He had this engine posted on Facebook Marketplace. I explained to him I was coming from Houston. Could he work a deal with me? And he gave me an excellent deal that I could not refuse. So the trip out to Austin and back to Houston was well worth it. Before we look at the engine, there it is right there. Oh, how do you like my cute little stand I made? I just threw it together with some scrap wood. It's cute, you know, it'll do the job. But I was looking at my old engine and I showed you guys this number 4 piston last time, right? And I was showing you the rust and the hold on, let me zoom in. I was showing you the rust and that damage right there. But look at this. Look how loose that is. That's crazy. Why did that happen? Somebody please tell me. The only thing I can think of is a lubrication issue, right? I mean, it wasn't getting lubricated like it should. This number 1 is perfectly fine. There's no slop in it at all. It's tight. No rust, no damage. Like I said before, I can't really tell on number 3. Number 2, we already know the story, but how does something like that happen? And it may seem unbelievable, but the bike was not making any strange noises. It wasn't grinding or knocking or anything like that. So I don't get it. I mean, we're not gonna know until we get further into the engine, which we're still gonna do. But we're gonna do that after we install the new engine, so we can get the mothership back on the road as soon as possible. So here we go. There she is, boys. Now, according to Mr. Frank, this engine has 8 miles on it. Now, obviously, there's no way to really prove that, but I believe him. Okay, and the reason I believe him is, if you were gonna lie about the mileage on an engine, why would you say 8 miles? I mean, no one's gonna believe that. If I was gonna lie about something like that, which I would never do, but if I was, I would say something like, 5,000 miles or something like that, not 8. But you can see there's your timing chain tensioner. You can see the fitting on there. Looks excellent condition compared to this one. You see all the oxidation on that? This one has zero oxidation. Even the engine casings are completely clean. No oxidation on anything. I mean, this engine looks brand new. Brand new. When he says 8 miles, I'm gonna say I believe him. And even if it wasn't 8 miles, it's not very many miles. So the story behind it is whoever bought the bike, they wrecked it on the way home from the dealership. That's why it's such low mileage. And he said he believes this engine came from a 2006 model. My bike is a 2003, so this will work just fine on mine. There's a little bit of damage. Let's see, I don't know if you could tell, but the guard, that little guard piece for the drain bolt, for the oil drain bolt, it has a chip. The chipped piece that came off. That's not a big deal. I can put my my old oil pan back on there. It's not damaged at all. And then there's some scratches right here on the stator cover from the wreck, and that's it. I mean, even the hoses are in good condition. The wires. So yeah, I really lucked out with this engine. He said he's had this sitting in his shop for 10 years. So when I got there, I asked him if it was okay if I could maybe record some video or take pictures. They didn't really want me to do that, which is totally fine. I understand. But I wish you guys could have seen their shop. Man, they do some really cool stuff over there. They had some awesome race cars. They had they had an old school Indian motorcycle, I think probably from like the 30s or 40s. They had a car that looked kind of like a Formula One car. They had this badass yellow race car with, if I remember correctly, he said it had a Ford NASCAR engine in it. And he also, so Mr. Frank is German. He's from Germany. He had an old 1930s German motorcycle, which he said he believes is the only one in the country. And that thing was really awesome looking. I wish you guys could have seen it. But the company name is Vengeance Customs. Maybe they have a website you can go look. If you're in the Austin area and you need some business or something, I highly recommend them. Mr. Frank was a really nice guy. He answered all my questions. He gave me a great deal, and he was really easy to work with, and just generally a nice guy. So I'm very satisfied, very happy. So this is going to be the new power plant that goes into the mothership. And oh, he also gave me this box. So we've got the air box, which I don't really need. My air box is good. This is the exhaust gas recirculating system. This is not going on the bike. And check out these throttle valves. They look brand new. Comes with the injectors. even comes with the throttle cables. Let's see what else. Oh, the ignition coils, the little vacuum damper thingamajig, and he gave me the whole wiring harness. So if you remember, if you remember from a previous video, let's see if I can find it, the connection for the stator was burnt up, and I believe it's this one right here. So this was burnt up. So I may just replace the old harness with this one. Let's see what else. Got some random hoses, some boots for the throttle bodies, some coolant hoses. Yeah, man, a lot of good stuff in here. So he was asking $2,750 for all this, and he sold it to me for $2,400. So I think that's well worth it for basically a brand new engine. $2,400. I'm totally happy with that. I get to keep my bike, and we basically get a brand new engine, so I won't have to worry about someone else's problems. You know, they got a lot of engines on eBay, but they're all pretty high mileage, 20, 30, 40,000 miles, and you never know what you're getting. You know, you don't know if the person took care of the maintenance correctly. I mean, there's just too many questions involved with buying a used engine like that. So the fact I was able to get this, I just got really, really lucky. Look how clean it is down there. So what I plan on doing, I'm gonna take the valve cover off, and I'm gonna check the valve clearances just to put my mind at ease. And I probably won't go further than that. But you can see, I mean, look at those engine casings. They're in excellent condition. So yeah, we'll take the valve cover off, check the valves, and then we will drop the oil pan and look inside there, and then we'll replace it with my old oil pan, which is not damaged. And then we'll be ready to install this on the bike. But before I do that, I'm gonna take the swing arm off of the bike and clean and re-grease the swing arm bearings, and then I might do the headstock bearings as well. And then obviously clean up the frame, clean the frame up really well, and then we'll put everything back together and get her back on the road just in time for riding season. That's crazy. I wonder how much of a power loss that was causing. I don't know. like I said, after we get the bike put back together and it's ready to go, then we'll tear into the engine and find out what's going on. So all right, this video's gone on long enough. I really appreciate you guys watching. Thank you for all the comments. Thanks again to Mr. Frank at Vengeance Customs. Thank you so much, man. I really, really appreciate you. I know he told me he was sad to see the engine go, but I told him it's going to a good home. So thanks again, Mr. Frank. And I appreciate you guys' support. So until next time, I'll see you guys later. Peace.